Good evening again, folks. This is MLC Talk, the program that discusses all things Lutheran. Today we have with us our brother Dr. Toto. He's there joining us from Pennsylvania, and also brother Elijah Zina. He's also joining us from the Twin City, Minneapolis. Today, it's a wonderful day. It's a special day for us. One of our pioneers, the ambassador, Jerry Tablo, is here with us today, and this show is a prelude to our anniversary in November. As you all know, the second Sunday in November is our anniversary. So again, we want to say welcome to Ambassador, and folks. Today, a lot of surprises coming up, so don't be surprised. You're going to see Abel. Abel is going to join us on the show. We might see the Reverend will be coming in to bless us, and also the Director General. He might leave his dinner to join us. Again, we want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. Please share the show. Our sister couple Silly will be joining us very shortly. Today is a big topic, very, very big. Alleged burglary at the LCL Central office, and we're going to be doing in-depth analysis of the police report, how it all started, what led to the inviting the LCL inviting the police at the Lutheran Central office on 13th Street, Cinco, and the police investigation and all other documents we have. We have a volume of documents. So please, the best thing you can do for us is to share the show. Just share the show, and have others come in and join us and have a wonderful time. Today we are going to the Steelers scam. And we're going to hand over to Dr. Toto. He's going to steer the ship for us today. All right. As you all know, the Steelers and Ravens are not really too, friendly. They are arch rivals. But Dr. Toto is my senior brother, so we're going to turn over to him today. Dr. Toto, you can take it away.
Yeah, take it away. We'll talk about the Steelers and Ravens. We're not talking about the Minnesota Vikings.
That's right.
But ladies and gentlemen out there, hey, Elijah, hold on, we'll meet you. We're talking right now. We'll meet you. We're talking right now. Ladies and gentlemen out there, we'll meet Elijah for that. We're not going to talk right now. But welcome to the show. This will be a bombshell. We are critical analysis of the incident that happened in the Lutheran Church in Liberia some time ago, the LCL burglary that took place. And we'll have an in-depth analysis of what is happening. We're glad to have Ambassador Jerry on the show from all the way in Sierra Leone. And Ambassador will say, welcome. You want to just give a few or 30 second welcome statement?
Thank you.
Ambassador, you muted.
Yeah. Am I okay now?
Yeah, okay, hear you.
Am I okay now?
Yeah, okay, hear you.
All right. I want to say thank you so much, Dr. Toto. I want to also say thanks to colleagues, Willie and Elijah, for holding the fort. It was a great time, watching you guys from behind the scene. And I think you guys have been doing justice to the MSC talk. And I always have said that this is the CNN and the BBC for the Lutheran Church in Liberia. I think you guys have been doing very, very well, and it's been fantastic. And yes, we are on the show today so that we can be able to share our opinion, our views on trending issues within the Lutheran Church in Liberia. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ambassador, for our listener out there. If you see the beauty of this show here, the breadth of this show, and what the show is today, it derived from a good son of the church, Ambassador Jerry, Tabolo, and all of the rest of the folk. So I want to say thank you for your good work that you established, and it keep going on. Like you said, this is a media arm of the church. This is a podcast. This is a broadcast also too, as well. So thank you. Elijah.
Thank you so much.
Elijah, what is happening in the Twin City? You are muted, Elijah. Elijah, you are muted. If you can hear what you are muted, or mute yourself. When can you unmute Elijah? Maybe you probably muted here.
The man is unmuted. Yeah.
Yeah, you got me muted, Willie. Don't do that. All right, Dr. Toto, thank you, and thank you to the ambassador for joining the show today. The Twin Cities is very well hot right now, and we're looking forward to winter, but we are pretty much good. And right after the show, I'm going to be going for a barbecue. So we are pretty well seated. We went to church and came back. Family's doing good. So it's good to be on the show today to just talk about some of the issues that are confronting our church. And I can always say, we are here to make sure that we have a system that's working for our church. We are not here to criticize anybody, but we're going to use information to our disposal to discuss issues here. So please, we're not attacking anybody here, but we want to make sure that the truth is told and we are doing the right thing as church. Because we as church, we lead the example, or we set the example for the society. And that's why we are here today. So as we're going to be discussing the issue of the burglary, it is not personal. We are going to be we're going to be speaking towards information that we have. So anybody got clarification, they should jump on the show and provide that clarification.
Yes, and Elijah, speaking to that, we have two numbers available. The first number is, so if you want to participate, you have 404-690-3470, 404-539-9770. Or you can post your comments in the comment section. Your questions in the comment section, we'll also read them. Thank you. So two numbers today.
Take you waiting for that information. Like we said, like Elijah said, we have document our here. We're just going to give our own analysis, and then to critically look at this document and give our own opinion. We are not here. We are not here to pass judgment on any individual or the institution. This is our church. We love our church and want for the best for our church. So we're not here to kind of to downplay the church, but as a church, as an institution, we want to go for the church. That's why we are here to discuss this issue. We'll get with it to give. You already started. You give the number, share the number. So we'll follow from with it. What is happening at the end, and then get into the discussion.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Toto. My end is good. Since after the LCL Assembly, 2 Sundays ago. Okay, so 1 Sunday ago, 2 Sundays. I'm sorry, 2 Sundays ago. Today the local team visited with Trinity Lutheran Church. We thought that we shouldn't be like the 9 lepers. We want to be the 1 leper. That we went back to Jesus. We went back to Trinity to express our thanks in the Liberian way. So we did that. Just want to after the convention, we know how Trinity hosted us. And we had no relationship, prior to hosting us. But today I can tell you that the relationship is solid. And we are looking forward to that great relationship with, Trinity Lutheran Church. So we had to go back today. We went back to Trinity Lutheran Church, took that 1 hour and 15-minute drive. We went to Trinity Lutheran Church, and we had a great time at service today. You're muted, Dr. Toto.
Okay, well, it take you so much. See, I try to wear my glasses because we have to read, and we're going to go into the discussion right now. We tell you whether they have most of the documents you gave for in-depth analysis of where we are in terms of what happened first. They have first established with Jared and Elijah. How did we get there? We received all these documents concerning alleged burglary that took place at the Lutheran Church in Liberia, the 14th Street compound, the police came with all kinds of stuff. But how did we get there first of all? What really happened? So I will start with it to give her a short analysis. What happened? How did we get there? In terms of the burglary, the other document that we have, what really happened with it? Can you bring it up to speed?
So according to report, it was on the 10th of November. Sorry, I will I will backtrack that on the 7th of November, um, the Lutheran Church in Liberia contacted the Liberian National Police and through the office of the bishop, reporting that alleged burglary took place and that the bishop, you know, wanted the bishop was seeking police technical, expertise to come and help to aid in the process. And according to the police, that on the 10th, the bishop, contacted them at about 10 a.m., informing the police that on the 7th, a burglary took place. And there were two, and the burglary took place in two offices. Okay, the office of the chief accountant, which is who is Mr. Sever K4, and the pension administrator, the Reverend Somo Nyanye, who is the pension administrator, and made away with some items. One black Dell laptop, was missing from Mrs. Sever 4's office, and from the pension office, one laptop. It said Dell laptop, but did not describe the color. Because Sever was specific, one black Dell laptop. In the pension office, one laptop, 4 personnel envelopes, which contain $937 US, and the third item from the pension office was one damaged drawer. So a damaged drawer, 937 United States dollars, and one Dell laptop. Also a black Dell laptop from the office of Mr. 4. So it was based upon that the police
went on the compound and began, the investigation. That's
Can you wait for give you an in-depth or short analysis of how do we get there? What happened? So who are the suspect? Who are the prime suspect in that case?
Initially, the police was investigating those whom their offices, was broken into. Mr. For the chief accountant, and also the 12 officers that were assigned at the Lutheran compound, because the Lutheran Church in Liberia has
so the security, provide security to the compound.
To be specific, regional guards security agency, REXA.
That's about for the accountant and the treasurer also too, right?
The treasurer also, yes, that's correct.
So the 3 prime suspect. Okay.
Yeah. And Toto, just to add quickly, if you can recall, sometime this year, the bishop came on the show and we asked a question surrounding that when the news first broke, and he said that he's not going to rush right now because I think the treasurer was in the process of getting married. So after his wedding, they were going to proceed with the case, but the police had already been contacted. I just want to add that as well.
Yeah, that's suspect. So okay, so at least we get some understanding now in terms of the suspect, the police investigation, the alleged burglary that happened, that told people to the church, and the police report, and also subsequent document we have. If our viewer out there, welcome to the show. If you have information concerning the topic we're discussing, you can call in the number of the stream. We want to welcome you, all those that are in Liberia, in any part of the world you are watching the show. We want to say welcome you. We want to welcome you to the show here. Let me go to the ambassador. Before I get Elijah, before he comes with some other information. Ambassador, are you there, Ambassador? So, Ambassador, what is your take? You just listen to Winnie, give you the short analysis of where we are, how do we get in terms of the burglary, in terms of the suspect, and the police. The Lutheran Church is not just a Muslim church in Liberia. Let's get established. This is a well-established institution, a fit community in Liberia. So for sexual to happen in the Lutheran Church in Liberia, it's going to raise alarm, especially in terms of how do we go as an institution to deal with the sexuality, especially when the base management of fall. We have issue, the partners, without getting the support we get it from the partner, the church are being accused in corruption, mismanagement, and then here we are.
alleged burglary took place on the church compound. A critical item, laptop, got missing that had critical information in it. So, Ambassador, how do you look at it? What's your take?
Todo, you're coming in broken.
You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear that too. It's the ambassador that is muted.
Ambassador, okay, hear you.
Maybe ambassador can turn off his camera. Maybe it could be signal issue.
Ambassador, can you take your camera off?
Maybe he can. Yeah, as you can see, there's delayed. It's lagging. Yeah. Ambassador, you can try again, please.
Okay, so why ambassador is trying to get settled? Elijah, you hear the question. You know, the Lutheran Church in Liberia, man. The Lutheran Church in Liberia is not just a Muslim church, or a church that have a very good governance structure, or a church that play a major role
I think the ambassador is ready.
Ambassador, there? Ambassador, can hear you.
Can't hear you, man. Ambassador was signing well. We can hear you though. You gotta check the speaker.
Let him go and come back. Go and come back.
You gotta go out and come back.
Can you post in the chat?
Yeah.
So he's coming back. He's coming back. Yeah, he'll come back. Yeah, go ahead, Elijah.
So Elijah, so this is where we are. The Lutheran Church in Liberia, not just a Muslim church, I say, or a church that have very good governance structure, or a church that contribute to the economic, the social economic development of Liberia in every capacity, and then or a church that have been in Liberia for I think say 1860, and to have an alleged program that took place with critical item missing and the police report came in. What is your take on it? How do you take the information?
Thank you, Dr. Toto. Like we stated earlier on that we have documentations that we are speaking from. So I just want to list the documents that we have here and that we're going to be speaking towards or speaking from, drawing our opinion from. And I see contradictions in some of the documents that we have here. And I'll try to point out some of those contradictions and try to understand what the actual story is. So the first document is our police report. I want to look at the police report. And
am I okay, Elijah?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
The battle can hear you now.
Okay, great.
All right. So so one of the documents.
I know Elijah was in speech.
Yeah, Ambassador just come. Elijah coming later. Say you have some technical problem, so you can speak now.
Sorry, Elijah. I know Elijah was in speech, and Elijah already started to take a deep dive. But Elijah, I won't be long, so that I cannot distort your thought process.
It's all right. Yeah.
I just wanted to say that the first thing, I'm highly flabbergasted that and we want to be concerned about the way in which the finances of the church is being kept. What are the procedures? And then what are the procedures when it comes to the issue of giving pensioners the fund? Is it that somebody go get the money from the bank and keep it in their office, and then the pensioners go there at the office and then they give the money? Because 937,000, first of all, to establish a huge amount to be kept in an office. That's the first place I want to begin before we start going to the police report itself. That money, I believe, in my mind, should be kept at the bank. There should be a procedure where the pensioners go to the bank to receive the money, and only paperwork is being done in the office. So to say you have 937,000 in the office of some administrator for pensioners, We need to understand that because, crimes, those are fruits of the crimes. And it almost like you took a laptop and you left it in the seat of your car, exposed. And people go there and passerby rather see the laptop in the seat. If that person is a potential theft or thief rather, that person will likely auto boost your vehicle to get that laptop because it's the fruit of the crime and it was exposed. That's almost like bait. Perhaps somebody might have been monitoring that office to know that valuables are kept there, especially money. That is why I want to establish what in fact was the derivative of the crime. Then before we start looking at the police report, because you see in the document, the police didn't put all of the facts there. They just say giving the facts. They charge so and so person on omission. And then we'll get to what is charged on omission. And then we will take a deeper dive in all of those issues. But I will stop here and let me give Elijah the chance to continue. I will come back. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador. Ambassador, that's where I was trying to pull Elijah to a halt. And then before he could get to the report, and then Ambassador just came in because we want to understand first what transpired, what got missing in the police report. The $900 that they're talking about, the laptop, the other thing. We want to know about it first in the report. Then we'll come out to see the evidence that the police report gave, the other evidence that people gave to exonerate themselves. So there we want to look into Elijah, you have it.
Thank you, Dr. Toto, and thank you to Big Brother Tablo for joining the show today. And the situation here is very peculiar. It's very critical to talk about because it has to do with people's character. And there are people who are doing the work in the LCL's office. But as members of the LCL, as people who have vested interest in the LCL, we want to ensure that the right thing is done and that our church is setting the necessary example for the larger society. And based on documentations that we've received from sources in Liberia, and including Survey for Hosal, that display one of the communications that she had, um, I have series of concerns when it comes to the document. The first one is the police report. The police report did not tell us the intent of the burglary and what was the motive. They based that judgment on omission and charged the security guys on the compound because based on the fact that the security guys are on the compound, they should have done due diligence and make sure that the properties of the LCR is secure
Elijah,
and well protected and nobody should. Yeah.
Elijah, 1 second. I'll be coming to interrupt a little bit while the discussion going on. Just give me 1 second. Hey, Willie, do you have the copy of the police report?
Yeah, we have a copy of the police report.
Can you put it on the screen for us? Can you put the police report on the screen for us? And just read.
Okay.
The first two something in it. They will come
Yeah,
out.
that's the police clearance. So
The
give me
police
1 second.
clearance. Can you just share the screen for us so our audience and our viewer can see that I would be speaking from your phone source?
Yeah. So can you all see can you all see this document? Right here?
Yeah. Can you get to whom it may concern police confirmation clearance?
Okay.
Can you get read?
So on July 9th, that's when this report was written, on July 9, 2025. It says that to whom it may concern police confirmation clearance. This is to confirm that on November 10th, 2024, at 10:00 hours, that's 10 o'clock, Right Reverend Dr. Victor Patmo, Bishop of the Lutheran Church in Liberia, located on 13th Street, Penn Avenue, St. Monrovia, reported an alleged burglary theft of property and criminal mischief case, in which he explained that why they were away from the compound during the night of November 7th, unknown persons criminally broke into the offices of the chief accountant, Miss Sever Ford, and Reverend Sumo Nyani, pension administrator, and made away with
The name is Sumo Nyani.
Sumo Nyenyen. Sumo Nyenyen. Nyenyen. Amen. Listed cash and property that were not appraised. Miss Sever Ford's office, chief accountant. One, as you can see here, it's one black Dell laptop. Okay, and Reverend Sumo Nyenyen's pension administrator office. I think we spoke about these items that were missing. So this is the okay. So they have here a little bit here. Said during criminal investigation. So I think Elijah is going into the investigation now.
So go back to where the address 937,000 USD, right?
No, $937.
No, $1,000.
Yeah,
$937.
Yeah, but even if it is $5, it should not be in the office because it's, according to
all right, guys.
Go ahead.
All right, guys. Just to go down into the investigation, right? Like during our investigation, it was established that the crime burglary, theft of property, and the criminal mischief did occur in the pension administrator's office drawer and was same damage. Why the chief accountant office was forcibly opened and the above named properties and cash was stolen. So the investigation brought together 12 officers of the Regional Guard Security who were assigned on the first, second, and third shift at the Lutheran Church compound, along with other employees of the Lutheran Church in Liberia. Others employee not named. One of the points of the security report, the police report.
Hello?
Other employees. Are you guys hearing me?
Oh, yeah, right.
I think go ahead. You are off for a bit.
Yeah. All right. So other employees not named in the police report. So based on the established facts, what are the established facts? The investigation charged on omission security officers of the Regional Guard Security Agency who were assigned on the second and third shifts of the compound with the crime burglary, theft of property, and criminal mischief, while it exonerates Ms. Sever K. Ford, chief accountant, and Goba Zonuwala of the Lutheran Church, and chief accountant of the Lutheran Church, treasurer of the Lutheran Church in Liberia, due to lack of evidence to link them to the crime. So, in testament of the facts, we issue police confirmation clearance to the administration of the Lutheran Church in Liberia for reference, blah, 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 blah. So the police did not tell us what are the facts that exonerates Sever and that also exonerates the treasurer, but they charge based on omission. Now, yes, the contradiction for me. Can you guys, can you put on the screen with on the apology letter from patient from the LCL guest house? Can you put up that document, please?
Okay, hold on 1 second. We're going to pull up that document.
Yeah. So we'll come.
No. Before we go to the apology letter, before we go to the apology letter, I want to deal with this police report first.
I
want us to deal with this police report.
We stay on the police report. I want to establish my case. Okay. So,
Elijah, when you look one at a time, let's deal with the police report.
This is the same thing we're discussing, Willie. What I want to talk about is linked to the police report. So, can you guys let me to land my thought, please? We were talking about it. So the apologies letter here is in line with the police report. And what I want you guys to pay attention to is the last paragraph in the second to the last paragraph, in the last paragraph in the apologies letter.
Okay, hold on one second.
That's what I'm going to read.
All right, hold on 1 second. Let's share the apology letter. Hold on 1 second.
Yes, please do.
Okay, hold on. That zoomed out a lot. Okay, I think you said the last paragraph, but can we just read this?
The second and the last paragraph. The second and the last paragraph I'm going to read.
The second paragraph.
Listen to me. All that was said against you by me were not proven at the Central Police Headquarters by the witnesses from the Lutheran Church in Liberia, who heard me spoke against you. They stood in defense of you, thereby proving me guilty in the computer case, which your reputation was damaged as a senior officer for the Lutheran Church in Liberia. The last paragraph, I was found guilty by the Department of Burglary at the Central Police Station of my action, and you have all rights under the law of Liberia to take me to court. Now, here's my point. The police clearance did not say anything about who was found guilty, but on the mission charged the regional guard security. Now we have an apology letter from an employee of the Lutheran Church in Liberia stating that I was found guilty in the computer case. So the patient break into the pensions office or the accountant office is still the computer. So we know who stole the computer. So then the bishop communication and other communication, they have not mentioned that, but patients role in this whole thing. Now they said they don't know who stole the computer. So what is the motive behind the burglary when cash and everything else? But the police said based on fights that they've received, without mentioning some of the fights, but they charge the regional guard security. And now we have an apology letter that was written to Severe on the same issue that stating that I was found guilty in the computer case. For all indication, you will say, okay, patient broke into the office. She took the computer because she was found guilty. So who is lying here? Who's covering up here? Is the LCL leadership talking the truth? Or this is a scheme of lies? Or somebody trying to protect their job and reputation here? All right? Because I know that the communication I just read from patient, I know patient, right? I don't know that person to be the person that will read that communication in the first place. Okay? So this seems to me like I served in security before, and it seems to me like an organized crime and a scheme to protect and guard and save somebody's character here, and somebody is not saying the truth. Given the discrepancy in these two communications, the police may mention that there were other employees on the compound. They failed to mention those employees. The witnesses that testified, they failed to name any one of those witnesses that testified at the police station to exonerate the treasurer, or not the treasurer, but the accountant. All right.
Let me tell you one second. So, we didn't want to jump to the letter, to the apology letter, or letter here, but since you get there now, let's just take it from there.
Yeah, say you got there, so we want to provide some information as well.
Yeah, so before we come in, we get out of the police report. The police report, they conducted an interview. They said other employee, but they didn't list the employee. So maybe the lady that wrote the apology letter could be one of the employees.
Right.
That were interviewed by the police. It's possible. That could be possible. No. So, I just
want to pick back from Elijah. Elijah stated that he knows patient very well. Okay.
Thank you so much.
My dear brother Elijah says that he knows patient very well, and patient, he doesn't think patient is the one who wrote that letter. But now we see here that his signature is here. So if you think patient did not write this letter had been in circulation and dated on June 2nd. If this letter had not come from patient,
that's just my opinion. So you don't have to take it to the court.
No, we're not taking it to the court, but like we said, we're doing an analysis of it, an in-depth analysis. If this letter that which have been in circulation since June 3rd and today is August 31st, a patient has not written this letter, I am very, very much sure. I'm very, very much sure that patient have had access to this communication. The communication now is
I'm not
public.
denying the fact, Willie. I'm not denying the fact that patient
No, I agree with my brother.
Listen,
I agree with my brother.
Willie.
No, I
I'm not
agree with my
saying.
brother. Wait, I don't
I'm
want
not
to lose.
saying.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm not saying the letter did not come from patient. Patient
you
signature
said-
is
you said
on the
patient,
letter.
you know.
Wait, listen to me. Listen to
Go
me.
ahead. Go ahead.
It might be patient talks expressed by somebody who wrote it and she signed it. All right. It might be her thoughts. All right. My only point here is the contradiction in patient's communication and the police report. And that's what I want to focus on. Let's forget about who wrote it.
That's what I'm getting to. That's what I'm getting to, Elijah.
I don't think there's no contradiction in anything here for what I see.
Can I just finish my talk so I don't lose
Okay.
The police say other employee. They didn't list other employee.
Right. Just 1 minute. Let me just finish my thought, please. So according to the police report, the police said other employees. All right. Yes. The police said other employees. And when you look at this letter, now let's agree, patient did not write the letter, but patient signed the letter. Let's agree, patient did not sign it. I'm coming. Let's agree, patient did not sign the letter, but the letter has been in circulation since June 3rd. Let's agree that patient does not have access to social media. However, patient has colleagues. Some of colleagues have heard, have seen this. If you read the letter, let's go this letter of apology. It will go to the top because he said, in the statement said, I allow on you.
Wait it. Can you just read the letter from the beginning? We don't want to
let me read the letter from the beginning. Let me read the letter from the beginning.
Read the whole letter.
Read the letter from the beginning.
The whole letter.
Lutheran Church in Liberia, 13th Street, Payne Avenue, Cinco, Monrovia, Liberia. June 2nd, 2025. Ms. Seveke 4, Chief Accountant, Lutheran Church in Liberia. Subject, letter of apology, colon. Ms. 6-7, greetings in the name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. That I can tell that's a typical Lutheran who wrote the letter here. I'm not saying whether a patient or not, but that's a Lutheran who wrote that. I apologize for wrongly accusing you on things you did not do. At the time we worked together as my supervisor for both conference hall and guest hall. Severe's capacity as chief accountant, she's the head for the conference hall and guest hall. Now we go further. I lie on you by telling others event that's
even the security.
Yeah, about telling others even the securities that were on guard on 7th of November that our patient saw you on the compound at night after working hours 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. with Mrs. Martha Quita Jackson and concluded that you returned to collect the computer, which were all false and misleading. All that I said, you've read this part. All that I said, you read that part. You read, okay, you did not read the part I said, I sincerely apologize, and I'm asking my husband and families to join me in appealing to you to forgive me for lying and for misinforming others wrongly against you, against your character in the society. Please find space in your heart to forgive me. It will never be repeated. Now, the last sentence, the person who wrote this, let's agree, is patient. Hope and pray that you find peace in your heart to forgive me. I remain. Sorry, let's go back up. I was found guilty by the Department of Burglary at the Central Police Station of my actions, and you have all right. She is just admitting that, okay, I said this. I come in, my brother, let me just finish quick. I said this and I acknowledge that I erred. My brother, the Bible says that to err is human and to forgive is divine. He who knows, he who accept their sins and come to God for true repentance, the person, God is faithful and just to forgive their sins. So now this is the point. I'm in agreement that it's patient who wrote the letter, and patient is. And let me just give the last part what has to do with witnesses. Okay, there's a portion here that has to do with witnesses, and I will share the. I will share the.
Wait, Dr. Toto, let me come in. Let me come in, Dr. Toto.
I'm the moderator.
No, I want to show the witnesses. What you said, witnesses. I mentioned. Why?
Hold on 1 second.
Okay,
I don't know.
If you interrupt, I point it back. If you interrupt, I point it back.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No cross-talking, I point it back. But with it, I try to get a larger point. On some point. Let me establish a point. At the end of the person that wrote the letter, right? They said I was found guilty.
Yeah.
Burglary Department of the Liberian National Police.
Right.
Then how can the police can come and tell us again that only the National Guard, the security guard, is liable, the other person exonerated? What is happening? Who are the employees? So you see the technology.
That's the point right there, Dr. Toto.
Yeah. So
that is to a point, right? I'm coming.
So let me get
Elijah, hold your horses. It looks like you got a lot of information on this thing. Let us take it bit by bit. Now you have come with the second letter. I still wanted to have come back to the police letter, and I agree that the police, that letter has a lot of lacuna. It has a lot of gap that we need to really take a deeper dive when it comes to that. The police charging 8 of the regional guys security on the omission. I hope the guys will have a good lawyer to proceed further with the identical matter, maybe on police charge. Because it is glaring, if the security there, when it comes to probable cause, the security will be the first suspect for the fact that they are security. Is clear, is given. You understand? But the facts and the circumstances could allow them to be charged on act of commission or act of omission. And now, if you come and say act of omission, then there are several factors you got to also analyze. The very first thing, waiting, for example, you cannot swim. You're standing near a water. Yeah.
Let's try to break it down for our audience. If you say act of omission, can you just make it a little bit in the simple term?
It's about to take a turn on this letter from patient.
That's the example I'm giving now. I'm going there now.
Yeah,
I'm going there now.
Yeah.
All right.
So the act of commission, which means it's established fact that the security guys did it. The act of omission is, for example, where he cannot swim, and where he is standing near the Atlantic Ocean and saw a child in the water drowning, but where he cannot swim. What effort the Wady applied in also trying to help this child, even though Wady cannot swim?
Right.
So did Wady shout? Did Wady call for help? But if Wady sat there supinely and watched the child drowning, he could be a suspect, and on police charge, it could be allegedly act of omission. One.
Okay. Right.
Act of omission can also be seen as somebody who allegedly, willfully committed some kind of connivance. They didn't do the act, but they should have played due diligence to ensure that the property of a person is not damaged and the property got damaged. So I think it's on that basis that, for example, probable cause that I talk about, and also that first thing, there was first suspect because they are the security, they will charge them. But that charge is not the conclusion of that police report. So I'm surprised the way in which that professional officer wrote, because it should have still been alleged. Even if they think they got the facts, it should still be alleged because the regional guide, security guide, could want to go further with this matter.
Right.
And then the police, maybe for some reason, they did not disclose their facts that they have, but facts will have to go along with the pieces of evidence that will be adduced
in court. If it
in court.
Yes,
exactly. So
everything.
So that is a point. Now we come to the issue quickly, that Toto and colleagues. We come to the issue of the second letter that Elijah were discussing.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
That second letter, all of us went to elementary school here. We know the parts of letter writing. So even letter apology, at least we have an inside address. So there should be a kind of inside address of patient before going to the recipient address. Then it's not a memo. Then you come down before you go to the signature. But you don't have inside address of patient. So we realize that wait, my brother. You got to anywhere patient work. There could be a signature there that we need, you and myself need to establish why in patient signature.
That's what I want to
come on program.
Evidence is there.
Yeah, we're not debating now. Like, give me a chance. You show the evidence. We all just share our opinion and take you a deeper dive. I just want to be a bit critical on ensuring that we on the show cannot say because we saw that thing signed by patient, therefore it is patient.
Yep.
Therefore it is patient. Because the way in which it is written, under our laws, you cannot self-incriminate. So for patient, whosoever wrote a letter for her, except in saying that patient is not literate, but to say I was found guilty, it's a red flag. Pay attention to detail.
Mm-hmm.
Pay attention to detail. It's a red flag to say I was found guilty and I lied on you. Pay attention to detail because we're talking about theft. We're talking about a serious crime that could also impinge and damage the reputation of patient. So then, what's the facts? Then, of course, everybody draw the conclusion that the police report could not even recognize patient, but only took into consideration 8 regional security guys to say these guys are charged on omission for the fact that they are prime suspect, number 1, and number 2, based on probable cause, which does not mean that they are guilty. So I stop there.
And that's the point we're trying to establish to get Elijah mind, what you're trying to say. Because mind you, that police clearance report, if you guys can recall at the Adia convention, the bishop said that if he get to that, he will act upon that report to either recommend that the security guard be replaced, or but you're coming to consult a legal team. So that report is very critical. Like Ambassador was saying, the security team, will you go to court?
Right.
Say that we disagree with the police report.
Right.
Yeah, because they didn't say alleged. And then here is a apology letter coming in. Somebody say, I lie on you. I'm guilty. I was found guilty by the police. I apologize. And the police report did not even reflect that individual. So there's a huge contradiction in there. But I will give it to William.
That's true. If we look, that's true. I just want to share this information here, right? I want to share this information. I know we've seen it, but I want to share this information. I will go back. I will share another information to us. You see right here. Let's take note. Sincerely yours, Mrs. Patient Y. Valentine. Right, Elijah? You are muted, Elijah. You are muted. Okay. Patient Y. Valentine, caretaker, Lutheran guest house. So, Ambassador said there's no address. Here, she put her information on her address. Now, this is her phone number. We can call patient right now if this letter is not hers. She will clear it right now on air. All right? We can call patient right now. Now, look at this. In patient's letter, she talk about she will include her husband. There's a part in the letter she talk about she will include her husband and I believe her mother-in-law. There's a part there in the letter. I sincerely apologize and I'm asking my husband and family to join me to appeal to you. Now, someone is calling right now. Maybe we'll have a call coming in.
No, wait.
Yeah. Hold on.
Don't mute me. Before you pick that call, there's a point, please. We cannot on the show charge patient for anything based on a letter.
I'm coming, Elijah. Let me just finish so I don't lose my thought. I will give you guys a chance. Just give me just a few seconds. Hold on 1 second. Person on the line. Hold on 1 second. Right? Hold on 1 second. Look at this letter. Look at the portion of this letter right here. Right? It's coming up. Okay, good. Look here. In her letter, she said, "I will include my husband and my mother-in-law or my family members." Now, look here. The name of the husband, Samuel K. Valentin. Samuel signed the letter. So you want to tell me someone else? People will fabricate all these signatures and phone numbers? For me, I believe in justice. I believe in fair play. Let us call them right now. These numbers are here. We can call them right now. So if they are the
ones. Willie, you believe in fair play, but I'm sure that Toto is understanding my point. My point here is we are taking a deeper dive. We hope that we can have these people to come, but you and myself do not have the competence on the show to say that it is patient's letter or not. We saw a letter allegedly coming from one patient. Let's say it that way. The police who got the competence did not mention patients, they did not name patients.
Yeah, we can call the number. We can call the numbers we have available.
Willie, another thing I want to establish here is that we're talking about the communication from patient. Patient name was written on that letter. It's not a signature. So somebody else can write her name on that letter, can write Valentin's name, can put telephone numbers there. And for me, what is the motive? What's the motive with this communication? Why patient have to self-incriminate? She has to self-incriminate herself. The other has to.
Exactly my point.
That's the background noise.
Exactly my point.
Yes, another communication. I want to share something with all of you guys, right? Let me share a document with all of you guys here. Just to just point out something else that happened at the LCL guest house. Now, this is a communication that was written February 3rd, 2005 to 6/7 by the Bishop of the Lutheran Church in Liberia before the burglary. Now, this is what the bishop said in his communication.
Elijah, can we make that letter public, please? Elijah, let's make it public.
I will share this document with you right after I read it. I just want to read it. I will share it with you.
Maybe now, you read it, I want to see it.
Elijah,
I'm going to share it with you. It says, "Greetings. Dear Madam Four,
can we answer this call,
I write to extend. Willie, we have time for people to call the show. If you don't want us to express our opinion, then we'll not get the show." The letter says to Madam Four, "I write to extend my thanks and appreciation of your services with the administration. On the other hand, I write to remind you of my last verbal instruction to you concerning the report of activities with the guest house and conference house. Unfortunately, you have refused to report to respond to this request. This letter comes to you to warn you against this attitude. I am giving you up to the 5th of February to hand in full report to my office. If this is not done, my administrative decision will be taken in this matter. Please consider this as my last intervention or instruction. That's Bishop one letter to Sever about activities around the guest house. Now, let me establish my thought that I told you. Patient, excuse me now. Patient is the administrator of the guest house. You see in patient communication, she says that all of what I said when you were working with me at the guest house as my supervisor, all what I said against you was lie. I lied against you, and even witnesses came to say that I lied on you. Now, patient lied on Sever, but Bishop warned Sever of not reporting on activities happening with the guest house. That's another red flag. To take into consideration the apologies letter for patient. Here's my thing. If a patient incriminated herself by writing to the police, going to the police headquarters, based on the police report, they said they investigated and they exonerated Sever. That's fine. Okay, but patient in her apologies letter said that I was found guilty in the laptop case. She made specifically that I was found guilty in the laptop case. So what guilty action that what makes her guilty in the laptop action? It means what? The patient steal the computer. That's the question I want us to answer. Did patient steal the computer? If so, why the police did not mention that patient stole the computer? Because you say, and if this letter of apology was it a jump dump to the police clearance? Did the police provide this letter to the LCL as an evidence that they saw?
Elijah, are you hearing us? They have let me cordial in the discussion. I can't be talking. They have a system of the flow of the discussion.
Yeah, I'm done.
What is alleged and whatsoever. You know, the letter from patient we still consider alleged something because we don't have any kind of forensic fire to kind of investigate. We read the letter now, everything just alleged here. So let's get that established first. So what do we have on the call?
All right. Hold on 1 second. I'll put it on speaker. Yeah, go ahead. State your name, please, and then you make a comment, please.
Okay. I'm Bishop G. Victor Pat. I want to comment on the letters you guys are discussing.
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, go ahead. Everyone is listening to you.
I want to speak to Elijah first. Before I speak, I want to say to you, I hope you remember what I told you people when I was in America. Nobody incriminated.
Oh, one second, Bishop. I think. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
What patient did was that she told the people that she saw Sever with laptop that evening, and she gave it to somebody to keep, and she came back for it. To the president, she told that to. When they went for the investigation, they tried finding out from her well, it was true. And she said, no, it was not true. But she lied on the woman because she was supposed to take over the guest house. And then we asked this woman to work along with her.
Go ahead, Bishop. Bishop, go ahead. We just had a call coming in. Go ahead, Bishop.
She felt that they want to take her job on and put over that lazy one. That's why she lied on the woman. The letter she wrote, she gave me a copy myself. She walked to my office with it. Nobody wrote it for her. She wrote it even when the police decided to put her in jail for lying over. The husband came to me, and that's what we're talking about. I don't like what you're doing. She came to me, asked me to stay by her wife from the police. And I told him I don't want to carry the case. I can't go to do that. Patient wrote the letter herself and brought a copy to me. I got my copy. It's not fake letter. It's not a letter. It's a letter that she wrote and served several points in copy, even in the office. The letter this boy is talking about, I have had several. She was managing the guest house. I was taking it from her. I'm going when somebody to manage it, and then I told her to report to me, and she didn't report to me on time. That's how I wrote that letter, Elijah. You reading? I wrote it with my own hand. Nobody wrote it. I wrote it and told her, she didn't. I want to take the administration. It had nothing to do with the computer case. The computer was quite different. Patient and lied on the woman because she said that the woman, she was supposed to be, after the person who was leading, left was supposed to make her, but we asked this woman, and so the one said she was not reading to her, so she tried to implicate her. She made that statement herself in the police station. She made that statement, and when she accused that woman and took computer and gave it to somebody on the command to keep, then when they went to find out, it was lies. Even my driver, she told him. She told the other security. She told some people. When she went to police, she denied that. I mean, not denied, but she just said that she did not. She was not doing the right thing. She lied because the woman was working. Now we have working to guess us and not looking up to her to give further report. And somebody patient get right. Patient get right. She get right. But I tell you, she wrote it and walked to my office. Exactly like you read. She gave me my copy. She gave other boy in the office their copy, and she gave copy to Sefe. Who she did it to. It's no fake. Nobody did it for her. I told you guys, when you discuss the church issue on that station, you have to be careful. You ask us. I was there. Nobody asked me about that. I'm sitting right outside in the middle of the compound. I'm talking to you. I'm not prepared to lie to you for anything or to conceal anything. Nothing. That's the truth. She wrote it.
Yeah, thank you, Bishop, for that clarity. We appreciate it. Why bishops on the call? Anybody have any question that will ask the bishop quick or see the topic we're discussing? Just for clarity.
I didn't ask the bishop. I want to ask Bishop.
Elijah, can you come after me? Can you come after me?
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Guys, 1 second, please. Yeah, Bishop, what you say?
Until you get to know that we are here, we are your leaders, and you ask us to be here, and then you don't understand, you will ask us. I want to come in because of the way you're dragging it. You're fighting the case that you on the ground. You're not on the ground. You don't know how it happened yet. You should ask us. We're not allowed to him. I'm not in a single.
Bishop, Bishop, but the tablet was not in the States with us, so he want to ask question, please.
You're in the century. I told Tablet I told you to discuss.
Bishop.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Ambassador, ask the question.
Willie, I want to thank our Lord Bishop for the clarity. That is the reason why I said everything we got to be very mindful because the issue is sensitive, so that we cannot besmear the character of anybody. What I want to understand is Bishop said that the laptop case was completely different. And in this police report, they also talk about laptop case. So is it a different laptop issue that the bishop is talking about with this lady patient? Because it's different and not concerning the laptop that was stolen or, maybe say for the police report, they say they have facts that was stolen from the administrator's office. I just wanted to establish so that can be decoupled, then we'll understand that we're talking about two different things, because I heard Bishop Jenner saying that it was completely different. The laptop issue was completely different, probably from the matter that we are discussing to the police. So I just wanted to establish that first, because I'm not too intelligent to.
So, Ambassador, I think the bishop trying to establish
information here.
Issue. That's why the bishop trying to give clarity.
Bishop on the line, but I don't know where Wedding is because he's saying something and the phone is low.
Yeah, I want to
what is that?
Hello.
Yeah, Bishop can hear you.
Yeah, Bishop, go ahead, sir.
You can hear Bishop. Go ahead.
When I said different, what I was saying to you was that
Ambassador, be yourself, please.
You hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Bishop.
Yeah, inside there. Tableau. The first letter was a letter written to Sefer because I had wanted her to give me the breakdown of the activity because somebody was going to take over the guest house. That's when I said different, that is. So that letter was different from the letter that patient wrote. Only one letter issue we have, and the issue, what brought patient into the picture was patient because she and Sis Alice were working and JR. When Sis Alice resigned and JR resigned, it was patient idea that she would take over the guest house. You understand it? But we had already had Sebeb managing and monitoring it for us. So according to she patient, when she did her thing, when the laptop, we didn't even know anything about that. When the laptop got missing, patient, her confession was that yes, she saw Sebeb take a laptop and gave it to another lady who was working on his company, and that she Sebeb came back for it in the evening. That was different from the letter I wrote Sebeb when I even the laptop case. Now, when she said that, she said there were 2, 3, 4 persons on this compound. So when the police continued the investigation, they called her to testify on what she said. In her testimony to the police station, she said that it was not true. But she only said it because Sebeb was taking her job from her. Sebeb was now the one running the place, and she was not really established. The police decided to put a patient in jail. You hear me what I say to you?
Yeah.
Her husband, Mr. Valentine, came to me and said, Bishop, I came to put my wife in jail because she did not tell the truth about Sebeb. Because she lied on Sebeb. So they want to point you. I beg you, please say for I can't do that because I took that case to the court. Find somebody. I beg you. As much as I don't want to be able to jail, but I can't be the one to do that. So they went and they told her to write. After everything, somebody stood for her. They told her to write that what she said about Sebeb was lying. That's when she wrote that letter that Zina is reading. It's one computer case. But patient said the reason why the letter that he reading for Sebeb that I wrote came in because I have wrote Sebeb. When I even on the laptop, when I even that time, I wrote it. So now when she wrote the letter, I don't know whether she wrote it, her husband wrote it, he said sign it. And patient walked to my office and rocked my office door, and I said, come in. And she walked to me and gave me a copy of that letter from her hand. It was not written by anybody. Whether she asked about it, but she wrote it and gave it to me. Nobody didn't even ask it. She gave a copy to the BA. She gave it to the GS and several other persons. She gave a copy to herself. So my point here is, we cannot argue no kind of thing to say. Somebody lie on somebody, because, and I said it the way I'm going to say it. The way Elijah is arguing it, is that he don't trust anything, he don't believe anybody. We are trying to falsify things to implicate patient for something that was wrong. If the police report is not correct, but that's what the police report is. We are still making investigation. So we're not going to stop there. But I want to say to him, nobody is implicating this patient. You tell me patient don't know how to write. They're going to school. Why she don't know how to write? And she's going to school right now. So if you can write, if the husband who came to me to go stand for his wife, and he know that he can write, he can read and write, and he wants it, well, you know that he could write it, but that's what the police asked him. Go and write your statement. And when she wrote a statement, she read it with one letter for you lie on her. That's why she wrote that letter. Nobody wrote it for her. It's no two different issue, no two different laptop. One set of laptop got missing. But the issue of the guest house, that letter that I wrote to Sever is quite different from the laptop letter that patient is writing. That's what I was talking about. But I wouldn't say it because you had not been there. That's all. And I'm calling up my phone, gentlemen, because I don't like the way you're doing it.
Sorry, Bishop, we'll get back to you.
Yeah, Bishop, take it.
Can I ask a question before you leave? Bishop, can I ask a question before you leave?
I'm not going to answer you. I will not answer you because you're not treating me correct. If you have this issue,
Bishop, I'm not, like we said at the beginning of the show, we're not accusing anybody. This is my opinion that I'm expressing on the communication that I'm reading. So what a patient wrote the letter or she did not write the letter, I'm reacting to what I'm reading and what I'm saying. So I'm not accusing you, Bishop, or Sever, or writing this communication, but from understanding and the communication in here, I just wanted to ask you this question. as to whether this communication from patient was this an addendum of the police clearance to the report that they sent your office. And then secondly, when patient says in her letter that I was found guilty in the laptop case, what does that mean? Does that mean patient was the one who stole the laptop?
I told you I don't want to answer you because I don't like the way you treat it. You're not accusing nobody. Few things that happen, gentlemen. When you discuss a church issue like this, you either discredit the whole church, you make everyone to see that there's no transparency. You kind of like you signing there's somebody on the ground who is already making a noise, and that's not correct. These are dedicated issues. Listen, I want to, gentlemen. If you sit down to discuss what kind of thing, open them like that, the way you do that, it's wrong. Patient wrote the letter more than 2 weeks before the police station, the police made it. If I have more than a month, when the police came out with a report, a final report. Patient wrote that letter. You asked her, she will tell you, she wrote that many weeks before the police came out with a final report. It was not in the quantum. No. It was before. Because when they went to the police station to do the clarity or to do their statement, and when she did that thing, that very week, they asked her to. She wrote it letter. That's not like that.
Did the police ask patient to write the letter, Bishop?
What?
Did the police ask patient to write the letter?
But the police told patient she lied. She agreed that she lied to the woman. So how would the woman be exonerated from that? She gonna write a woman the police letter and tell her she lied on her.
Why did the police not mention that patient lied on her?
Elijah, the bishop is not part of the police investigation. He was not in the police investigation. Elijah.
Yeah, Elijah, let leave Bishop clarify. I think his clarity is sufficient. Yeah, he clarified already, Elijah.
Bishop, thank you so much for.
He already gone.
Thank you, Bishop. Yeah, thank you. Dr. Toto, I just want to say something.
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Ambassador Kabi. Before Ambassador Kabi, before Ambassador what I want to go. Before Ambassador is speaking, and then we want to recognize our guests. All call up. So Ambassador speaking, we want to recognize our guests. And also read the chat.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Toto, and I want to appreciate the bishop for coming up to share some light. Okay, all right.
All right. Go ahead, state your name and make your point, please.
Okay, thank you guys for the show. My name is Dickerson Williams. I'm phoning in from Zanzibar, Tanzania. I follow you guys over time, and the discussion right now, like you guys from the beginning of it, is that you are not accusing anyone on any issue, but you are just looking at some documentation and giving your own view regarding to the matter in question. So I think you guys should remain open, objective, and not people taking side and being saying that this letter was not written by this person and what have you. And like Bishop regularly stated, when it comes to information, especially where you guys are very close to the office of the LCL, and you guys have a direct communication with the bishop, anything regarding the church that you don't understand, I think it's going to be better for you guys to call the bishop, have a time with him, and ask him all of the questions. If he is not on the platform, then maybe if still there's a need, then you can have it talk on the show. But however, I think with the anxiety and the way how people will love to protect the church and don't want to hear negative things about the church, it is also prudent enough when you are on such a show to be very much objective as per the way you give your comments and your analysis. So I just stopped by just to make that point.
Thank you so much, brother Dickerson. Thank you. I didn't even know that, my brother. I will talk to you later on today.
So that is the ambassador there will
Yes, and I want to appreciate the caller too. As he rightly stated, we are sharing our opinion and views, and that's the essence of the show, to stimulate and debate and discussions, and also to entertain, our audience. I listened to the bishop, and I was quite impressed that the bishop came on and made the clarity, and I believe and trust the bishop, and all of us on the show do believe and trust the bishop, for the fact that he said that Madam, a patient walked to his office and hand delivered a letter. That means she acquiesced, to the entire process and the content therein. So there is no argument for us. We just wanted to be sure, because it is somewhat, perplexing to see somebody, writing a communication incriminating themselves. I mean, we just wanted to be open-minded. So now that the bishop has said and established the fact that, in fact, she took the letter and hand delivered it, then that means it met her approval and approbation. So then I'm sure that before she put her signature to that letter, she was able to understand the content therein. So that means it also then gave another how you call it, piece of evidence to the regional guide, and to say, okay, well, we got a star witness who confirmed to the police that they stole the laptop. So perhaps she knows who might have burglarized the office to also take the 937. You understand? She said she was found guilty. So Madam Patient should be now, the pendulum will swing. Madam Patient now perhaps allegedly could be our star witness or the prime suspect. And if the original guy will want to push forward. And the last thing here I want to say is that
All right. While Ambassador is getting ready, Dr. Tutu, I think you are muted, Dr. Tutu.
I think ambassador is proceeding with it. Can we just go to the chat and recognize our guests?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and recognize our viewers for today.
And also read the chat.
Yeah. Mother Dede Howard, she's from Barnsley Parish. She said, good morning, evening, from Barnsley Church. Yeah. So anywhere you are, she's saying good morning or good evening. Our brother just left the line. He's from Zanzibar, Tanzania. Good evening, colleagues, and blessed Sunday to everyone in here. I'm following you guys from Zanzibar, Tanzania. Again, want to say thank you so much, Brother Zach. And again, this is Brother Zach. He had called me. You see, the problem here is that admitting someone to my Lutheran Connections chat room, especially the Facebook chat room, it sometimes can be difficult because the queue is so long. So we have to go in there maybe. So some people who are dogma in the chat room not participating, they will get Brother Dickerson and move them over to room 2. But Brother Dickerson, we'll talk after this. Mother Howard again, see, she's right there, and this is our Uncle Clarence Zoa, our great uncle, watching you from Jacobstown Rehab Community. That's my Uncle Clarence Zoa. This is my junior brother Emmanuel Sumo Cowboy. Good evening. I'm following live from King George, Grand Cape County. This is the president emeritus of the Lutheran Youth Fellowship, Royal Jerome Jala. I'm following from Cinco. This is the Secretary General of the Association of Liberian Lutherans here in the Americas. This is Marlene Molwa Kekula. She is watching. Brother Zwana, yes, Zwana V. Connor. I'm watching from Central Virginia, Monrovia. Thank you so much. Brother Abba Summer. Wow. Brother Summer is my senior brother. We come a long way, and he's watching as well. And Sis Seven Ford, Seven Kolu Ford, take up the phone and call us, please. We want to talk to you. Good evening to all family. Good evening, Sis Seven. Sis Seven again. She says, Patience. Okay, Patience was invited by the police, and she admitted to the fights and apologized to me verbally, followed by the letter. So
that's what Bishop just clarified all.
That's what Bishop just clarified. Brother David K. Mulva, he's following. I think David is following from Zozo. Our signal is going as far as Zozo. I want to say thank you. Brother JD Powell want to say thank you. When will we create a social media platform to win souls for Christ? Yes, we have a social media platform, and this is one, my Lutheran Connections. Brother, thank you so much. Delphine Page, hi, Dr. Toto. Okay, so this is a team. This is a team. If you want to say hi to Dr. Toto, go to his inbox. I'm just kidding. Hi, Sister Delphine Page. Thank you so much for following us. The Reverend Ire Sakodo. I'm watching from a village in Bond County. What's the name of that village? The LCL should have a spokesperson to speak on matters like this instead of our bishop. And we are talking about a spokesperson. I want to believe will be the Secretary General of the Lutheran Church in Liberia. Yeah. I think that's the spokesperson of the Lutheran Church in Liberia. Brother Zach Williams, he said, Reverend Ire Sakodo, you are right. It's what he says. Father Jimmy Woos. Oh, wow. Jimmy Woos is watching. He's watching. I think he's in Rhode Island, on the East Coast. Brother Father James Woos, thank you. Brother Atta Loyon, thank you so much. Congo Town watching. Okay, we always leave our father for last. I'll get back to him. Brother Abraham Mo Sipo, I'm watching from Habel, Margibi County. I'm a member of Faith Lutheran Church. Oh, wonderful, Brother Abraham. Thank you so much. Elijah, this is all yours. Please read our father's comment.
I'm monitoring the platform for St. Louis, Missouri for Father Manipilismo.
It's Manipilismo. Yeah.
We hope
that one of these days, Father Snow will get on live.
That's good for our viewer out there for their comment. Let me recognize that there's somebody that probably would have jumped up or Mother Richly Kill Choir. I see that she's
that's on YouTube. Okay, I'm viewing her from Facebook, and maybe you watch from the YouTube side.
But the Richly Choir, she's watching also. She is the Bishop of United Methodist Church in Liberia.
Oh wow, that's good. Yes, thank you so much, Mother.
So Mother was thank you for tuning in to watch us.
Thank you so much.
So we kind of wanted on the show that the bishop gave us some clarity, but it's even though for me I say how so they will adapt the police report and the letter already. But we don't want to go that far now. We try to warn on the show now, so we just try to give our closest in there.
So for me, there's what I like to suggest. This is what I like to suggest.
Put your closest
names here. These names are followed by numbers.
Would it?
No. These names are followed by numbers, right?
Yeah.
Let us each call them. I think Ambassador has a Liberian number. All right. He's very close to Monrovia. He has a Liberian number. We can also call from here. I just want one of these people to either corroborate or deny that they have no idea on this letter. All these people who sign here, You know?
Without
Really, you just want to open another Pandora.
Yeah, without part of investigating the letter I've been written already, sir. The bishop said that the lady went into office and walked to her and gave her a copy of the letter. Why else do we need to go and verify and call people again?
We have evidence. I mean, no, we're going to follow up.
I heard my name, but who were not sending me to the bishop office? Where they are looking for blessing.
Yeah, Brother Jerry, I want to follow you. You know, the way the letter is written, and we provided our opinion. You know, like Bishop can call me up. Bishop, that my father, that my own. Before he became Bishop, he know where we come from. So there's no way that I can incriminate him. And the things I can say that there should be, Reverend Doe is saying, we have called the General Secretary on many occasions. He refused to appear on the show. We have called the Treasurer. They refused to appear on this show. So we had a lot of conversation with the Bishop when he was here. So some of these things, when we have these informations and we bring it up and we try to provide our opinion on it, we're not attacking you, Bishop. There's no way that I can attack you, Bishop. In no capacity that I will attack you, but not believe what you say. But the people close with the responsibility to defend themselves. You cannot write a letter and follow the letter to explain the letter. If you write a letter, when I read it letter, I will understand the way you write the letter. And the police did not do due diligence to their report. And that was the reason why I asked the bishop whether that communication from patient was an agenda, because Cesare was the one who shared that document on the LinkedIn platform to show that she was exonerated. So if the police never mentioned patient, they did not put that letter in it. Why Cesare have to share that letter in the public space for people to read? And so
she hand delivered those letters.
Excuse me, Willie. I'm not saying Bishop did not clarify. I'm saying what was the motive behind her sharing that communication publicly when it was not part of the police agenda to the central administration? Why did she share it? What's the motive?
Information. If you go in the group chat, you will see there are some comments about Sever. That's how I believe that's
Willie. You don't write the communication
to the moderator now. We shouldn't make it a debate among ourselves.
Yeah, we can do that after the show. You can still continue the discussion about.
Willie keep interrupting me when I try to talk about this communication with him. I'm not excusing says Kevin or stealing money or doing anything. I'm only responding to a communication and the way the communication was written. Like Brother Jerry said, there's no way under liberal law that you can self-incriminate. You don't do that. So if you see a communication that is distorted and written in the form and manner in which it was written and the person's name just written on it with pen, not a real signature, we have all right to question it. So I know Bishop is saying that, we have to call him. There's no sport person. The number one sport person for the LCL is the General Secretary. He's not available to pick up calls. You call them, they don't pick up call. And Bishop is not a sport man, the official sport man that say communication person is the General Secretary. So the Bishop should be the last man that I should reach to provide clarification around things. Okay. So we expect that. So when we're discussing the issue where we have information that the letters, the documentations that we have here, we have information that we get information on it. So when we try to do it, I know that you will say, this one, but we should just provide our opinion on how we see it. So I'm not accusing Cesare or stealing anything or doing anything. I'm not saying that the General Secretary. Yeah.
This is your closing statement because you are listening to me. I said that you're putting your closing statement. We have to close down the show. We can't just be here forever. We listen to everything. Bishop come and give her clarity that this lady working in the office. They did not copy. They even talk about the hospital involvement in the process. So we understand the miss. The confusion that happened from the beginning because I understand your point where you're coming from because the police report did not include the woman as a suspect. They just said that one of the security guy. And the other people were free. But yes, somebody came out and read a letter apology about the investigation. We just read a comment from Sever. Sever said that we didn't read her comment, that they didn't want to the police station, and the police they told to put it in writing. But again, if they put it in writing, why they didn't put her in the investigation? They just said other employee. So it's a whole long thing. But the most important thing, the bishop gave her clarity on the information. That's important to us. So let's take it from there. To our few other ones. A very good show. We'll be here again next Sunday. And then the good thing about we'll be celebrating an anniversary of the network, this platform. We have the fullness or the people that established the network, the fathers of the network, Ambassador Jerry, Tabolo, Josiah, and the rest of the folk will all be here for to celebrate the sources of the network that we discussed. We said that we want to take a project. We don't just want to talk. We want to be involved in the Lutheran Church in Liberia. We come here, we talk, we preach, we talk about Lutheranism. But what are we giving in return to the church in Liberia? We want to talk a project. Maybe it could be the growth of the radio station of the Lutheran Church in Liberia through the broadcast or through the broadcast. That would be so incredible. But we want to come with a project that will feel our impact in Liberia, the Lutheran Church in Liberia. So that's the reason. That will be part of our celebration when we try to celebrate the growth and success of the network here. So to our viewer out there, you'll be part of the process. If we have to raise money to establish a project like Liberia, you will be part of the process. We'll reach out to you and we'll take it for your many support. When we tune in, you will come here and give us your support. You come and listen. This is where you get your information. Like Ambassador was talking, we come and give our personal opinion. We come here with facts that where you draw logical conclusion from. We don't just want to just display information here that'll be wrong. So
I think that the Toto is frozen.
Okay,
yeah.
So we'll be wanting down the shoulder. So Ambassador is far from us. So we'll ask you to give your closest statement to us, and then we'll come down to Elijah, and then we'll take her home. Ambassador, you want to give her your closest statement?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Can you guys hear me? All right. So I just want to say thank you for the opportunity, and I want to say that this was a great show. I'm happy that you mentioned the fact that we are coming back to celebrate our anniversary, and I hope that we will come to talk later of issues and how we can, move forward with this entire project. And I hope that Wady will be able to do some excerpt from our initial show, just short, so we there have some fun and listen to some of the things we said, our bishop hour, some of the things we did before. And I just want to say thank you guys, and I'm happy to always be around. Thank you.
Thank you, Master. Again, this is your network, man. You establish a good work, don't just leave it. Don't just leave it. Be part of the process. I don't understand where you are, and thank you for your service to the nation. We appreciate the good work you do out there to fly the flag of Liberia. We appreciate it. We appreciate it a lot. But this is your network. Anytime, if you can't get a network, you get some up. We are friends on Facebook. Go to our inboxes and put us some messages and let's continue to connect. Thank you. Elijah.
Thank you, Dr. Toto. And I just want to clear out here again that when I get on this show, I'm not here to assassinate anybody's character. And I know Bishop came across angry because of the way I approached the issue. And I think it's necessary to ask the hard questions to get the clarification you need. We don't come sit on this show and just sugarcoat what we're talking and leave all the problem unsolved. And then we leave from the show, we say we've had a conversation. If we don't ask the hard questions, the bishop will not jump on the phone to provide clarity. Some of the clarities that we got today is because of the way we approach the issue, and he had to come on to provide the clarification that was needed. So, because we had a communication that we were reacting to, and the way we reacted to it prompted Bishop to get on to provide a clarification, which of course I appreciate that from the Bishop, and I respect him for who he is and his leadership to the LCL. There's no way that we would get here to assassinate any leaders of the LCL's character or to do anything. But we react to information that we have, and it is the duty of the church leadership to provide to the communications that are floating out there. And there are so many things that we're supposed to talk about. Even the clarification letters, we did not bring that on the show today. We did not displace the communication. The communication from the bishop office and his executive secretary, the both of them writing, there's no plain line of who should be communicating to who. We have all those things over there. But again, We are here to make sure that we serve the church in the right way. If I came across to you very bad today, Bishop, sorry. I just thought that was my opinion, the way I saw the communication, and that's how I approach it. I mean no harm to you and this network. I hope that you look at it from that point, and we should be having our leaders to provide clarification around critical issues without being asked or coerced to do it. It should be part of your leadership responsibility to provide clarification around critical issues that are affecting the church. Thank you very much, Jonah, guys, and I look forward to the show next week.
Thank you, Elijah, for that statement you made. Let me also join you also to our Lord Bishop. You know, how probably may have felt, like Elijah said, the network is not here to assassinate anybody character, and then also to kind of portray the wrong image of the church. You know, maybe probably may have not getting a point correctly, but on behalf of the network, we want to join the hand of Elijah to apologize to you, to know how you felt. We do apologize to you. You know, when we come on the issue, this is a media arm of our Lutheran community. We want the best for the Lutheran church in Liberia. When we come here, we discuss, we take our time. We're not here to come and denigrate anybody character or the church as a whole. We just want to just have a conversation because we want the best of our church. We want the Lutheran church Liberia be one of the best among all the churches in Liberia. And that's the reason I want to be very transparent. It comes to our communication, our finances, everything that involves transparency. We want for the church to fall in our kind of glory. So we just want to say thank you for coming to the show, Bishop, for providing clarity. And if you feel somehow, we do apologize to you for that. Before we give a closing statement, and let me just recognize one of my pieces that I saw in the chat also too. Says Mother Wolbaba, we want to recognize you. I think we were pretty recognizing the guest when you came in. We want to recognize you also too. And, yeah, for support in Kakata. That's my big sister. Willie, you want to give your closing statement, take her home?
Hey, yo, this is your good friend Josiah.
Ambassador. I try to tease our brain a little bit, Ambassador. But on a more serious note, I will also join Ambassador, Dr. Toto, and my dear brother Elijah. We do not come on the show, to just target individuals because we want to. No. And in all honesty, before I get to that point, I just want to say this quickly that, how Elijah not gone that deep. They say that if you pull the rope will hold the bush. So if how Elijah not run that deep, then perhaps our discussion wouldn't have really gotten some fast. Okay. So perhaps if the bishop felt that way, that we went deep, that we went deeper than how far we should have gone, and he felt that way, I want to join the rest of my colleagues who want to say we're sorry. And Bishop is our bishop. The moment we pick up the phone right after he will call and he will answer the phone. So we just want to apologize for that. But in all honesty, Elijah, myself, Dr. Tutu, Ambassador, Couple, just every one of us on this network, we have called members of the church. Each time, and Dr. Tutu, allow me just few minutes, please. Most time, Bishop will come on the show and he will say, before you guys discuss things, call us. We agree. We've called some members of the church at the last minute, at the 11th hour, and we are told that, oh no, they cannot appear. Okay, we called one time. We made all of the arrangements with the treasurer, and for me, I will be direct with the treasurer. At the very dying minute, we were dished out. We spoke with Reverend Bartholomew B. Colley. At the very last minute, we were dished out. So,
not very Babylon. Don't bring that one. He's not either right now.
No. I'm just saying, right? No, he's not. I'm not saying he's not the only one, but I don't even want to mention the secretary of the Lutheran Church in Liberia. Okay, so if that happens, then we are left with no option but to discuss the issues as we see them. Okay, because we've called the secretary on so many times. I have his number. I contacted him on Facebook, and he said yes, reach out to me anytime. And when we reach out to him, there's no response, and we cannot compare him to come on the show. You know, I mean, he's an adult and he's a church leader. If he does not want to be accountable to the people, or maybe he wouldn't want to speak during executive council meeting and church conference or convention, well, so be it. But we have the larger audience that the people want to listen to you. Since Brother Victor Kiddo, senior brother Victor Kiddo, took over leadership in our church, we've tried every effort and everything has just, you know, fell flat. So we want to thank Bishop for taking the time. Most time when we call upon him, you know, or when we are discussing issues, he would get on the show. But to Reverend Eric Doe, you are right. I join Brother Zach Williams to say you are 100% correct. The spokesperson of our church is the Secretary General. He's close with every information to come and inform us. Even the letter, he was served a copy. But Mr. Kiddo has refused to join us here. So any information we have, we'll discuss it at the level at which we see it and the information that we have. So with that being said, I want to wish everyone a blessed week. For those of us in the U.S., we want to say happy Labor Day tomorrow. Enjoy yourself. Eat some, burger, grill, and everything. And let's have a wonderful time, but celebrate in the Lord. Don't celebrate outside, you know, that we have Tuesday, you know, to go back on the farm. Again, we want to say thank you. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to all of our viewers for your participation. And
tomorrow is my birthday too.
Oh, happy birthday.
Come on, Elijah.
Making me quiet, yeah.
Let's sing the birthday song before we go, man. Please. Let's sing
happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Elijah. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I wish you the best, Elijah, as you celebrate your new birthday on behalf of the network. We want to wish you a happy birthday. God bless you for you, especially as you celebrate your family, your new age. We're here for you. You know, we are proud of you for the man you have become.
Yes.
You know, we just bless God for you. You know,
thank God. Yes.
And you're celebrating the weekend. So drink all the champagne. And the wine, the black bottle, you know, we are looking at.
I mean, you keep looking at the other side. Where am I cooking tomorrow? Where am I facing?
Yama getting ready for tomorrow.
But Yama ain't come without for the show.
Tomorrow, good soup tomorrow. Good soup.
Yama right near you.
I wish we were close. We're not far from Minnesota.
Yama, come on.
One second. One see Yama. Yama
is in the kitchen right now preparing a good soup.
Where you cooking for the birthday guy?
Good soup.
Pepper soup.
Good pepper soup.
Way back. We say, why you cooking for the birthday guy? When I say you, where Yama go ahead? Why you
cooking? Good soup. Go pepper soup.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna go see eating tomorrow.
Spoil it tomorrow. Spoil it for your birthday.
Spoil it, man.
Spoil it for your birthday.
I will.
All right. Have a blessed week.
Okay,
Elijah, man.
Yeah.